Skelly. We often wonder why, while having conversation with a friend or a family member, you get into politics and you say, do you realize that Democrats think it's okay for boys to compete against girls? They think it's okay for a boy to earn a girl scholarship to college. They think it's okay for a girl to change with a boy in the locker room. They think it's okay to force a college girl, a middle school girl, to change with a boy who identifies as a girl in the girls' locker room. Now, I didn't make the world, and I didn't make the rules. If you go to the website and you look at Democrats, you look at Republicans. Neither side, it don't say nothing about Title IX. A lot of my Democrat friends will be like, "What does it matter at the president level?" That's a crazy way to look at it, but Title IX is Biden. The people that Biden put in place in the education sector, he's a Democrat. Miguel, we're gonna watch what Miguel has to say. But first, to be clear, these 5 girls peacefully protested by just not throwing the ball. Shot put, I think it is. And you're gonna see they just walk off. And now, because of that, because they didn't want to compete against a trans boy, because they don't think it's fair. It's America. They're not hating anyone. They don't think it's fair. It says middle schoolers who protested trans athletes' participation are banned from future competitions. This is what we're teaching our youth. Please tell me what you think. And if I don't like it, there's going to be consequences. That's what we tell them. Okay. So let's just make sure that it's real. Them not throwing the shot put ball thing, whatever it is, and then getting banned from future competition. Because I got a lot of friends, and they got kids. And I don't know how they going to react if this just becomes the norm. Because this is tough. You don't want to be mean to anybody, but, this ain't fair. Let's watch.
I want everyone in West Virginia and across the country to know that there are people standing up and they're going to fight for the rights of those young women.
And you can see and feel the tension in this building. There is no doubt about it.
Thomas wins the NCAA championship. Canada very close for second.
Very close for second.
Iron Men playing with women. We saw it with our own eyes, and now they're changing this. Hey, coach!
That's a boy. Okay, all right, and that's the New York Post. Okay, so now, this is just a couple weeks ago. Now, let's check out. You know what? Let's just take it so we understand. This is Miguel. Skelly, tell everybody to say hello to Miguel. Did you? Oh, hello, Miguel. Okay. Cardona, United States Secretary of Education. Very good. He's pretty much the guy that tells everyone what Title IX means and how to go about it. He's willing to talk to your constituents. You'll see, though. You're gonna see. I'm not lying. This is all Democrats. That's what it is. Miguel Cardona, or is it Democrat Party by Joe Biden? Democrat. Now, let's see what he has to say. you know, we gotta check the sources, right? This is a judiciary hearing. Lots of smart people. Has to be real. Let's see.
Thank you. Ms. Miller, you're recognized for 5 minutes.
Mr. Secretary, in West Virginia, 5 female students were barred from competing in track and field after refusing to compete against a biological male. In Wisconsin, young girls were forced off their volleyball teams because they felt uncomfortable sharing a locker room with biological males. When the school district was asked about their transgender athlete policy, they said that they crafted it according to your Title IX interpretation. Mr. Secretary, what consequences will female students face if they do not want to share a locker room with a biological male under your Title IX rule?
Thank you for that question. Schools have the responsibility to make sure all students feel safe, including using the bathrooms. And as a lifelong educator, these are decisions that I've had to make as a school principal, as a district leader.
Well, I'm so glad that you brought up that you're concerned about the safety of students, but the Title IX rule and the guidance that you are putting out, that you've been putting out for 3 years, is taking away the safety of our daughters in their private spaces, in their locker rooms and showers, and taking away their athletic and educational opportunities. Girls in Wisconsin and West Virginia refused, and they were kicked off their teams. These schools are basing their decisions on your rule. This is happening because of you and Joe Biden. So, Mr. Secretary.
Pause. A minute 35, I'll pause that. So at the federal level now, we got to worry about these kinds of policies. Are we ever going to get the federal government out of stuff? Like, each state should be able to decide, right? I guarantee you, if each state got to decide, they wouldn't want this. This is not real. It's like literally twisted. It's got people like me who never cared about nothing all of a sudden paying attention to a lot. And it's wild. What's even crazier is that the people I talk to don't even know what's going on. They don't even know about this.
On your rule. This is happening because of you and Joe Biden. So, Mr. Secretary, in health education class, if a teacher says that men cannot become pregnant, and then a student goes to the Title IX coordinator and says he's uncomfortable that the health teacher insists men can't get pregnant, what should the Title IX coordinator say?
I'd be happy to refer that question to the Office for Civil Rights to provide guidance. And I can tell you that in our Title IX rules that we recently put out, there's more guidance that goes along with it. I'd welcome an opportunity for my team to work with your constituents to make sure that the implementation of Title IX.
But what I want to know is, in biology class, if the health teacher, or the health class, if the teacher says that men cannot get pregnant and someone reports that to the Title IX coordinator, what should the Title IX coordinator say? Because you are in charge.
Right, and I'd be very happy to have your constituents get support to make sure that their Title IX coordinators have information. We've provided a plethora of technical assistance, and we're going to continue to support, regardless of
what would you say?
Republicans or Democrats.
What would you say? Should that teacher get in trouble?
I don't want to comment on hypotheticals without enough information, but what I will tell you that I respect.
Time. All she asked, would a teacher get in trouble for saying a male can't get pregnant? Okay.
There are different opinions across the country, and we're committed to supporting schools.
So you respect a health teacher or a biology teacher saying that a biological male cannot get pregnant. You are recognizing biological sex, but in athletics, you are wiping out biological sex and going with gender identity. So I want to know, gender identity is not defined in your rule. Can you give me the official definition of gender identity?
So I think the statement you said was inaccurate. We have not released our Title IX athletics rules. Those are
Actually, you
proposed-
have for 3 years, you've been putting out Title IX guidance rules. I brought them with, as you can see, and it does have to do with athletic teams. So moving on, could you please tell me what the official definition of gender identity is?
We're in the rulemaking process for athletics. As you know, that was submitted maybe 9 months after the proposed rule for Title IX. So we're in the process of listening to 140,000 comments,
Well,
which have
the
different
schools are
opinions.
being threatened to have their federal funding pulled because they're afraid of the consequences, the real world consequences of your Title IX rule.
How free are we, really? If we give an opinion and the federal government doesn't like it, they can stop giving the money. The federal government is the Democrats, right? Yeah, it is.
And your guidance that you have put out. I do want to know, what would you say to a female athlete who would have won a gold medal, but it was now is getting a silver medal because a biological male took it?
As I said, Congresswoman, our athletics rules have not been finalized, and I'd be happy to work with whomever
Okay.
you want our team to work with to
Well,
help
I do
understand
have to
Title
say,
IX
you are
regulations.
not protecting everyone. I'm here to protect girls and to stand up for families and parents across the country that are outraged over this. You are not protecting girls. You are making a choice. You're choosing boys over girls. You are satisfied with letting the girl take the silver medal while the biological boy takes the gold. You are going to be remembered as the education secretary under Joe Biden who erased girls' sports for an entire generation. You should withdraw your Title IX rule or resign.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, and I yield back to Dr. Fox.
Go ahead, Mom. That's a Republican, just so everybody understands. Let's see one more. This just happened maybe a week ago. The getting beat up, that was crazy. That was crazy. We'll have to do a video on that later. I definitely gotta give this dude a shout out because I am using. Yeah. You know what? Let's see if we can pick it up. What is this? I just want to see the race. 1 month ago. Alright.
It's crazy. But here's the thing, man.
Back to them.
Here
Alright,
is
we're
the
gonna have
thing.
to show this guy some love.
This is astonishing. It says, if Gallagher had competed in the boys 200 meter in Sherwood on Saturday, a time of 25.49 would have resulted in finishing in 61st place. Wow. This just proves, man, there's definitely a biological difference between male and
I want to see this kid race.
is a complete domination. Let's roll it.
This guy big on the red.
Now this is him right here.
Huge. Him?
Look
She?
how
She
far ahead he is of all the women. Honestly, it doesn't even really look like he's trying all that hard. Bam. Wow. Those women got smoked. And
Alright.
dude's not even trying.
Look, I didn't make the rules. I didn't make the game. I don't hate nobody. You just heard it on the. I'm gonna even make videos on, like, a town council people. The school board hearings. Like, it's wild what's going on. Like, these kids got a lot on their plate these days with all this sexual. It's crazy. Look. Skelly. We're gonna have to vote, Skelly. We gotta vote. And we gotta let everybody, hey, this is what you stand for when you vote for a Democrat on any level. Yeah, we gotta go.